Hello, everyone, and welcome to another of our monthly video updates, bringing you everything that's been going on in the Geopark and is going to happen over the next month. And we've got some fabulous news to start off with, because on Friday, we, alongside our colleagues from Leicestershire County Council, unveiled a new sculpture of Aurora Lumina Attenborough. And anyone who's been watching the news will know why it was unveiled on that day. This is a very important 560 million year old fossil from Charnwood Forest, named after Sir David Attenborough by those researchers who discovered it in 2022. So to celebrate Sir David's 100th birthday, we unveiled a new sculpture made by the fantastic local chainsaw artist Peter Ledbetter. Now, if you'd like to go and have a look at that, do go to the Lower Beacon Hill car park, where you can find more information and read and learn all about that fantastic fossil. You can also find more on our website at charnwoodforest.org/news. On that news section, you can also read about our wonderful digs, our archaeological community digs that happened just a few weeks ago in Newtown, Linford. These are the first of 3 community digs where local property owners, homeowners in the village, and volunteers from around the Geopark and the country as a whole can come to Charnwood Forest and get involved in digging a bit deeper into the history of their village. If you'd like to find out a bit more about what was discovered in Newtown, Linford, do read that news story on our website. And there's some links to get involved with the upcoming digs, because this is the first of 3. We have digs coming up in Stanton-under-Barton and Woodhouse and Woodhouse Eaves. And there's links in the story that will take you to those opportunities to sign up to get involved in archaeology in Charnwood Forest Geopark. Now, if you'd like to find out a bit more about our fossils, digging a little deeper than our archaeology, there's no better place to start than Mount Sorrel Village Museum, which have just opened their new Geopark Corner. The Geopark Corner in the museum gives visitors the opportunity to understand a little bit more about the Geopark as a whole, but there's also some fantastic specific exhibitions on there about the local geology, the quarrying, and the different rocks that exist in the Mount Sorrel area. You can get hands-on and touch some of those specimens. And there's also some displays on the fossils we can find in Charnwood Forest. So there's some replicas of Charnia and Bragatia, beautifully lit in the cabinet there, alongside some 3D printed models, and also our fantastic animations, which have been made by the Czech artist Martin Lyset. So if you want to see that, do go onto our website, where you can find the opening hours for that. It is a fantastic small museum maintained and run by volunteers, and they would very much welcome your support. Now, you may remember from a few months ago that the Geopark, using our funding from the National Lottery Heritage Fund, supported a project to understand a bit more about the history of the village of Nampanton. This work was undertaken by the Leicestershire Victoria County History Trust, and this project has just had a life of its own, and it's going on and on and on, because although that project may have come to an end, the exhibition that was formed for it has now found a new home for this summer in Loughborough at the Old Rectory Museum. We do recommend, if you'd like to go, this is another volunteer-led museum, and because of that, it is worth checking before you travel when they're going to be open. And you can find out more about when to go and visit the Nampanton display in Loughborough on our website, and all the links are there too. Now, if you missed our recent talk about UNESCO Global Geoparks and what could that status mean for Charnwood Forest, then the recording of that talk is available on our YouTube channel. Do hop along there and you can watch it at your leisure. I've already mentioned our recent archaeological digs at Newtown, Linford, but we also have some upcoming digs in Stanton-under-Barton that will be undertaken this coming weekend. If you can't make it to join us for the weekend, perhaps you might want to follow along online, and we will be doing a live stream live from the village there on Sunday, the 17th of May, from 2 till 3:30, when you can join me and many of the experts from the archaeological digs who'll tell you all about what's been happening, and you'll get the first glimpse of some of the amazing finds that will have been found there, hopefully, this weekend. For more information, you'll be able to find us live streaming at those times on Facebook and YouTube, and you can find the links on our event page that'll take you straight through to those. And finally, as always, we want to say a big thank you to our volunteers. In particular, we want to highlight the very important work they did for our celebration for Sir David's 100th birthday. It was our volunteers that helped put together the support for that sculpture and fixed it all together, all in time for the big celebration on Friday. So a massive thank you to our volunteers. And if you'd like to get involved, you can find more at charnwoodforest.org/get involved. And that's it for this month. If you'd like to find out more, you can also sign up to our email newsletter, which is at the bottom of every single page on our website. But we'll bring you another one of these in a month's time. Thank you for joining us, and we hope we'll see you again soon.